What is good? Diamond Dynasty, baby. Y'all already know what's going on in this video today. We're gonna be doing a reaction to Drake, Drizzy, the biggest fraud in hip hop. We're gonna be reacting to this video by Soulr. Okay, the original video will be in the description down below. Go click that link. If you like his type of content, go over to the channel and subscribe. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell to be notified when I upload on this channel. Make sure you DM me lit videos to react to and tell a friend and tell a friend. Tell their ancient mama and tell their Uncle Joey still a motherfucking hoe. Let's get right into the video, man. Let's get it. Now, my personal opinion on Drake. I feel like Drake is an actor. Okay, he's an actor. Drake is more of an idea than he is living what he raps about, okay? There's a lot of niggas in the industry who are not living what they're rapping about, and Drake is one of them, all right? But let's continue, let's get into the video, guys.
More chart-topping albums, 3 mixtapes, and more top 10 Billboard singles than any other artist.
Come on, bruh. Fucking internet, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm paying for. Why am I paying AT&T?
From a commercial standpoint, Drake just had the most ridiculous decade of any artist ever. And he's also gone through more transformations than any musician I can think of. Early in his career, Drake was the poster boy of honesty. He built a career on writing emotional, introspective music alongside his producer and engineer 40, who helped him carve a sound that was unique and transformative. From 2010 to 2013, there were countless artists trying to sound like Drake. But now it seems like the tables have turned and Drake is biting whatever style is hot to stay on top. It seems like somewhere along the way he became more interested in maintaining his relevancy than being authentic. And in attempting to please everyone, he diluted himself as a person and lost his own identity. People change. I mean, I change every day. I'm not knocking that. I just can't get down with Drake's recent image because I feel like he's trying to be something he's not.
Absolutely. I'm so glad that he said it. Somebody needed to say it. Even though Drake is Drake, my nigga. Like, in no way, shape, or form am I hating on Drake. But I be saying all the time, nigga, like, what bodies are you catching, fam? Okay? Who are your enemies? Like, bro, stop it, bro. That is not you, Drake. That's not you, Drizzy. It's not you. But I feel like not only is it him trying to please the masses or try to be somebody that he's not, I feel like the industry has made him that way. If you notice, majority, I want to say 99% of the artists, the big time artists like Drake, I feel like they all in some way get watered down and diluted from their more authentic and genuine sound coming up, you know? And of course, like he said, people are gonna change. As an artist, you're supposed to, you know, have that metamorphosis. You're supposed to be able to evolve. You're supposed to try new things, new avenues, new lanes. But your core identity should stay the same, you know? But the industry will change you, you know? I think in one of the songs he said the industry will turn you into a monster. Literally, all right? But anyway.
Maybe along the way he got so immersed in this caricature of himself that he started believing it. Perhaps Aubrey Graham's best acting days weren't as Wheelchair Jimmy on Degrassi, but rather playing a hip-hop superstar named Drake, a man who's capable of jumping to the top of the charts with any release.
Who else really trying to mess with Hollywood Cole? I'm freaking Birmingham.
I don't know about no copyright
in Toronto, Canada. His father, Dennis Graham, was a drummer for rock and roll star Jerry Lee Lewis. Drake said his mother, Sandy, also comes from a very musical family. And his grandma used to babysit for Aretha Franklin.
So to me, it sounds like he already had ties in the industry, if y'all know what I mean, you know? The man already had ties in the industry. So Drake was gonna be somebody. You know, sometimes that's just how it's written.
Drake comes from an eclectic background. His father is an African-American Catholic, and his mother is a white Canadian Jew. His parents divorced when he was 5 years old, and he was raised by his mother in Forest Hill, an affluent and predominantly Jewish neighborhood in Toronto. In interviews, he's taken issue with people saying he had an easy life.
I only moved to Forest Hill because my mother is an incredible woman who was willing to live far beyond her means for the sake of her family. We rented someone's basement and the first floor. I didn't have some mansion. I wasn't, I grew up with a mother that was deep in debt because she wanted the best for her family.
In this nicer neighborhood, Drake found being biracial was more of an issue than when he lived in the poorer section of Weston Road.
I just always felt like an outsider. I went, when I was in Forest Hill, it was an all Jewish school, and just being biracial but still being Jewish, so I was kind of connected to the kids but sort of distant.
It was Drake's dad that really spurred his interest in music. Dennis would bring 5 to 6-year-old Drake to gigs at various bars around Toronto and get him to go on stage times. After his divorce, Dennis moved to Memphis. So Drake spent part of his childhood in Tennessee, where he was influenced by the southern rap culture. In Memphis, Dennis started selling drugs and was eventually caught and put in jail. While in prison, he'd reserve time for Drake to speak to a fellow inmate who also rapped.
My dad used to share his phone time with this guy, and this guy used to rap. So he used to read me his raps over the phone, and I told him, I rap too. So we used to I used to be it got to the point where I'd be like, yeah, Dad, all right, cool. Where's he at? I got new raps to spit for him or whatever. So we used to kind of use the remainder of my dad's phone time and just rap until it cut off.
Unfortunately for Drake, Dennis wasn't as involved in his upbringing as he would have liked, and this would become a major theme in his music, where he'd lament on the absence of his father. It was actually one of Drake's classmates at Forest Hill who gave him his start in the entertainment industry. Drake said, quote, "There was a kid in my class whose father was an agent. His dad would say, if there's anyone in the class that makes you laugh, have them audition for me. After the audition, he became my agent." In 2001, at 14 years old, Drake landed a role on the famous Canadian teenage drama called Degrassi. Drake, who was then still going by the name Aubrey Graham, was cast as Jimmy Brooks, a popular 8th grade basketball star and eventual paraplegic.
Let me know if y'all ever watched Degrassi. Never seen Degrassi in my life before, yo.
He starred on the show for 7 years, but worked on music on his time off.
I have to utilize those days, and I'm working with a phenomenal engineer by the name of Noah. He's also a producer, goes by the name of 4040, and we get in here, I get in here when I can. I get in here, I start sessions at 1, 2 in the morning, and we leave at 7, 6 when the sun's up. You have to really budget your time, and it is a challenge.
I've been a mess since every girl I left went and got a new man, but I'm a new version of Fresh Prince. And the bands got bumped for real. I switch wifey every season like Uncle Phil.
Okay.
And then the chorus dropped. So that was a little verse I wrote. Little something.
After shooting several seasons, the producers of Degrassi decided to take the show a different direction and laid off Drake and his co-stars.
It was an upsetting time for me, We all kind of came in, the names on our dressing rooms were changed, they were making a complete changeover. They were starting over with new, younger kids. I remember telling my mom that I was going to tell my agent that I'm going to take a break and see where this music thing takes me.
Drake released his debut mixtape, Room for Improvement, in 2006, and his second mixtape, Comeback Season, the following year. Jazz Prince, whose father's legendary label founder, James J. Prince, was looking to make a name for himself in the music business, so his dad told him to look for the next hottest thing. At the time, MySpace had a Music Explorer page, and Jazz came across Drake's music, and it immediately caught his attention.
He found me on MySpace, and I told him, yo, I like your music. And he was like, okay. I was like, I'm gonna make you famous. He was like, man, I know Lil Wayne, and I'm gonna play him your music one day. And I was just like,
yeah,
right. You never really buy it at first. I told my dad, yo, I found somebody that has a buzz. I feel like it's hot. Let me hear it. I played it for him. He didn't get it. What's all this singing he doing on this music?
Jazz also sent Drake's music to Lil Wayne.
I waited a week. I hit him every day. He heard it. He finally hit me back. I was like, yo, bro,
this shit fine.
You suck. Don't ever play this shit for me again.
A few months later, Jazz was driving Lil Wayne to a jewelry store and saw another opportunity to put on Drake.
I got him in my car. I'm gonna play some Drake. So we riding, I'm playing shit, I'm jamming, I'm jamming, I'm looking at him, and I see him over there bobbing his head. I'm like, okay. He was like, who is this? I was like, oh, that's that nigga Drake. He told me he didn't like me.
Facts. He probably didn't even listen.
He's good. Like, where he at? I was like, he's in Toronto. I was like, man, I can get him here ASAP. Like, I need y'all to meet.
Like, if I'm about to call him right now.
I was like, hello?
I was like, yo, what's up?
I was like, this doesn't sound like my friend. And he's like, yo, what's up? It's Weezy. And it was, you know, it ended up being Wayne. He was like, I'm starting this thing called Young Money, and I'd really love you to be a part of it. So I want to fly you out to Houston and meet you. And he did just that the day after, and that formed our relationship. And I was like this quiet kid in the corner of the bus, you know, while everything was going on around me. And the Carter 3 was just, I think it was like maybe 2 or 3.
Wayne was that nigga back then, boy.
What a time. That night, we drove on a bus to Atlanta. And that night we went in the studio. That's where we cut the first Forever, Stunt Hard,
Forever,
and another song can't think of. And about 2 weeks later, them songs leaked and
he was gone, boy. Man, I love old Drizzy, man. This new Drizzy's different.
Drake released his first commercial EP, So Far Gone, in February 2009.
That was
and it
classic.
peaked at number 6 on the Billboard
Classic.
charts. His debut single, Best I Ever Had, hit number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and helped make him a household name. From here, Drake turned into a global superstar, and every commercial album he's dropped has peaked at number 1 on the charts. Drake's arrival in music marked a new path. He wove together singing as rapping and rapping as singing. In early 2010, hip-hop had just come out of an intense auto-tune phase, and the proven formula was that a rapper would tell the story and then bring a singer in to provide emotion or sensuality. Drake showed the world that those parts could be delivered by the same person. Kanye West deserves a lot of credit for helping pioneer the genre of introspective rap with 808s and Heartbreak. But Drake and 40 turned that style into a sound that was their own. Drake's early lyrics are extremely personal and convey universal emotions like love and regret.
To me, like, making music for girls is just the waviest thing you can do. So I was never really, you know, out of all the things that people will say about me, I was never affected by the whole, like, you know, this is soft or this is emotional or whatever. Because I was just
girls
like,
love it.
I mean,
they love it.
Yes, I just make music for like dusty guys and shit, but like that's just not really like what inspires me.
Right.
You know?
Drake won a Grammy for Best Rap Album in 2011 with Take Care, and 2 years later Drake released Nothing Was the Same, which is my personal favorite album by him. And just like his title, after that, nothing was the same.
Man, facts though, facts. That was like his last
By
good
2014, Drake had positioned himself comfortably at the top of rap commercially and wanted to assert himself as a confident individual.
I'm so sick of people saying that that I'm like lonely and emotional and like associating me with this like longing for a woman or yeah, I hate that, man. It bothers me so much.
In his recent albums, it seems like his sole concern is maintaining clout, so he's hopped on trend after trend without creating his own path. In 2015, he released a collaborative project with Vulture after Future's epic run of releases, and the following year Drake released a bloated and predictable album that lacked real creative energy, that felt like a room full of corporate execs were tasked with.
I'll be honest, the last album he came out with, I don't like really fuck with, guys. Like, I might have like 1 or 2 songs on that album that I actually was like, all right, I can ride to this, but it wasn't your typical Drake album. You know, I really did not like his album that just dropped. You know, I know a lot of people do because it's Drake, but I don't know, I just can't get on that train.
Regional gems that Drake could repackage and turn into a commercial hit. And these songs have led some to accuse Drake of being a, quote, culture vulture, though he's quick to dismiss those claims.
The definition of appropriating a culture is not supporting that culture, doing songs with people who are deeply rooted in that culture, giving opportunity to people who are in that culture. That's not appropriating. Appropriating is taking it for your own personal gain and denying that it was ever inspired from this. That's the true disservice that somebody could do to the UK, to dancehall, to Afro beats.
Drake has had a long history of rap beats.
Ow, fuck, god damn, y'all, I'm hitting myself. If y'all look too, like, Drake looks different all the time, bro. Like, I've made a video on this, but Drake be looking different. Like, this don't look like the Drake we just saw on the other one. You know, so I don't know, man. It's some weird shit going on with Drake. The industry is really, really using him, you know, to promote a specific agenda, whatever the fuck that is, you know?
But the first major one was with Meek Mill, who blasted Drake on Twitter for allegedly having someone else write some of his rhymes. Drake responded with a 1-2 punch of diss tracks, Charged Up and Back to Back, which unanimously put him as the winner of that feud. I do think that win propelled part of Drake's new tough guy persona. He thought, oh, I beat the street rapper. I'm on top of the charts. No one can touch me. And that is until he got roped into a feud with Pusha T, who ultimately gave him the biggest L of his career when he dropped a diss called The Story of Addie Don, where he exposed Drake for asking her baby Adonis with a former porn star. Basically, Pusha asserts that Drake is continuing the cycle of not being present as a father. Things got worse when Drake's own father went on the radio with Nick Cannon and dismissed the notion that he was an absent father.
I have always been with Drake. I talk to him, if not every day, every other day. Drake. I talk to him, if not every day, every other day.
Wow.
I said, Drake, why are you saying all of this different stuff about me, man? Like, this is not cool. He goes, Dad, he sells records.
Many fans hoped Drake would address these topics on his 5th studio album.
I mean, it could be true. I don't know. It could be true. Because a lot, like I said, he's an actor. He's an actor. He's playing a role. So that could be true. Maybe his dad was really there for him. But it just, you know, people like the storyline. The storyline is more interesting.
And it's not a very fun listen. But numbers don't lie, and Scorpion debuted at #1 on the charts and broke both Spotify and Apple Music's one-day global record for album streams. With Drake's upcoming album Certified Lover Boy set to drop soon, it's almost certain to be another commercial hit, but all I can do is hope for a more focused, honest, and compelling record.
I'm outside in an AMG, right outside.
Gotta be looking on time.
There's certainly something to be said about Aubrey Graham being able to make it out of his childhood Nickelodeon image as Wheelchair Jimmy and turn into Drake, a global superstar. And him and 40 deserve a ton of credit. They've made countless bangers over the years. And I do like a lot of his songs. I just can't get down with his current image. He just comes across as fake. He's told us over many songs and albums that he's insecure. And maybe some of that comes from him hiding the fact that he's actually a nice guy that was raised really well. He's pretending he wasn't. This is the exact opposite of the advice Lil Wayne gave him out the gate.
He's always just like, man, please be yourself. Please don't ever try and be me or anybody else. Don't ever go get tattoos. You don't have to dress any different, you know, because I like from the day Wayne met me to now, I haven't changed anything about myself. He met me and he really liked the kid that he met. And he was like, don't stop smiling either. Don't try and get mean or aggressive. He's like, just be.
Damn, he did
Drake doesn't do interviews anymore. And the recent one he did actually inspired this video. It was a 2-hour and 20-minute Rap Radar interview that he produced himself. It's one of the most scripted interviews I've ever seen, yet it screams desperation. And perhaps that's because Drake touches on vulnerable topics, but answers them with polished practice answers. And in that way, it kind of feels like a politician. At the DNC, Biden was straight reading off the teleprompter, while at the RNC, Trump is leaning on the pulpit and winging it. I don't even like Trump, but he's actually speaking his mind, and that makes him more likable. Biden very well may be a better guy behind closed doors, but we don't even know him. And for many people, the evil you know is better than the evil you don't. The Rap Radar interview gave me an impression that
they always say it's better to have an enemy. It's better to have an enemy who makes it known that they don't like you, rather than having a friend who you don't know talks behind your back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I totally agree with that. I would rather know that my enemy or somebody doesn't like me and them telling me and letting me know. I know for a fact this nigga don't like me. I can respect that more than having a friend, right? Who I think is all about me and maybe gasses me when we're together, but behind my back you're talking shit, right?
I don't trust Drake. I like a lot of his music, but I don't trust him. If Tyler says something, I go, yes, this is exactly how he feels. With Drake, he just says the right thing, and maybe that's why we don't trust him.
Some of like my blackest friends can be just as cruel on the other end, you know, by making you feel excluded. Sometimes I don't feel celebrated when I know maybe somebody else will be celebrated for those accomplishments, you know? I don't feel like people say, when Drake is the artist of the decade, I don't think anybody says, wow, a black artist is the artist of the decade. I don't think anybody says that, really. I never heard anybody say that in the last few weeks.
Drake has always felt like an outsider, and I feel for him for that reason.
I feel like he cares a lot about what people think. Like, fuck it, bro. You are the biggest artist in rap right now, bro. There's nobody touching you. And you still have something to complain about, which is fucking wild to me, bro. Fuck everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Then maybe I would feel different if I was Drake, if I was in his shoes, because there is so many people commenting on you and, you know, like giving their opinions on you and shit like that. But I feel like he just cares way too fucking much about public perception. But anyway.
That was part of his allure early on and what resonated with me, because I've always been someone that never quite fit into a single group. When I think back on my high school experience, I remember sophomore year looking around the lunchroom and not knowing which table to sit at. I had a couple friends at multiple tables, but no one was vying for me to sit with them. So I picked one and sat at the end of the table with honestly no one wanting to talk to me. I wasn't integral, I wasn't actually a part of the group, and I jumped between 3 different tables that year. But as I got older and more confident, more myself, I found my people, and that wasn't an issue my last 2 years of high school. Drake is an artist that you put on at a pregame that will pass every time, and you won't get judged. It's the least vulnerable. I think it'd be very difficult for me to go on a date and have a conversation with someone about being a Drake fan. It's like wearing Nike. It's the most inoffensive thing you could wear. No one would shit on you for it, but it doesn't say much about you as a person. Yeah, Drake is the highest selling artist of all time in the US, but when all is said and done, I don't think that says much about the art. The Avengers is the highest grossing film ever, but is it the best movie of all time? It's scary to put yourself out there. Everyone can relate to where Drake's coming from, but we can also relate to why it's the wrong direction. He has a massive fan base and has the opportunity to elevate their taste levels.
If you're able to like wrap your head around it and be like, okay, cool, I get it. It is what it is. Good song. That's not what like great music is. Great music takes a little work on your part. You know, it takes you almost maybe elevating your listening level, becoming, you know, a bit more of a sophisticated listener because of a song or because of an album.
Shout out to Soulr, man. This was really a well done piece of art, you know, piece of art and piece of work. So if you guys mess with this video, if y'all like this type of content, go subscribe to Soulr's channel. All right, he did a wonderful job with displaying his feelings on Drake, how he has changed and where he has come from. So let me know how y'all feel in the comment section down below. I've always said, man, I miss the old Drake. I really do, because he was very genuine. He was very authentic. Very authentic. And now it's just like, he's just trying to be somebody that he's not. You're not a killer from South Manila or the Manila. You know what I'm saying? You're not this and you're not that, bro. You know, and it seems like he is trying to be this tough guy. And it's just cringe. It's honestly cringe. I don't know, bro. I just feel like if he could be himself again through the music, I feel like that would be great. But I don't think we'll ever get the old Drake back, to be honest. You know, you have to just come to the terms with Drake is just an idea. He's just an actor playing a role that the industry wants him to play. That's basically what it is, you know. And if you notice, like anything that is mainstream, most of the time doesn't have genuine backing. It doesn't have authenticity in it, you know. And that's just the way of the world right now, man. The way of the industry. So at the end of the day, stay true to you. Stay your authentic self. You know, be genuine. And just be happy, guys. Love y'all so much. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell to be notified when I upload on this channel. DM me the videos to react to and tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell that ain't your mama to tell that Uncle Joe to be still a fucking hoe. I will see you guys in the next motherfucking video. I love y'all, man. Peace. We out, baby.